Simon E. Robinson. What's the right answer to the question, does my bum look big in this? If it's my wife asking, I tell the truth and say, yeah, it probably does. And if it's someone else, I'll probably say yes, because they wouldn't be asking others. If their bum looks small, they wouldn't ask, would they? So just say yes. What is the best Subway? I'm a fan of Subway, I must admit. Chicken, sweet onion teriyaki is the best. I don't ever have it though, Gaffer, just in case you're watching. We've heard that you're up there with some of the best banter in the group. What is the best banter you've come up against? Well, as I've said before, I like the fish banter. I've done it a few times, but I got done, the very first time I got done with it was Tottenham. It was my first trip away with the first team. And I got joeyed around the whole thing. We flew somewhere, I can't remember where it was, I think it was Evian. And when I come back, I'd had a fish in my car for a good 3 or 4 days. Oh, it stank. It was so bad. But I didn't know who it was. I had my guesses, but I didn't know who it was. I still to this day don't. They would never tell me either. It's easy to get me back. I'm probably the best target going. BRB GFC. How do you see your future with the club, as pre-season media reports stated that you're available for transfer? Hope you stay, by the way. Cheers, thank you. Well, yeah, the transfer list, that doesn't mean the end of a player. I like playing for Gillingham, I love it really, and I think it's a great club. I chose to come in for a reason, and as I showed this season, I want to play for them, and I've enjoyed playing every game this season. I think I'm starting to get back to some of the football that I've done in my career, and hopefully it will be a lot longer. Lee Spriggs. Who is your number one target to wind up in the change room? Easy. Akinfenwa. He's brilliant because I can get him. I can wind him up but pretend it's someone else, and he beats someone up. I can always wind him up, but I'll never take a beating off him. He's such a nice guy, but it's always good to wind him up with someone else and watch him as he goes and beats them up. Like George, and new keeper. Halem Howard. Who would you rather fight? 10 duck-sized horses or 1 horse-sized duck? Yeah, I wouldn't want to face a horse-sized duck. That would be quite freaky, wouldn't it? Yeah, I'd rather take on the 10 small things, just kick them. Matt Hanley, 100. Who would win a fight between Akinfenwa and a polar bear? There's absolutely no biggest idiot alive. I've never seen something so strong in my life. B's not human anyway, I don't know what he is. He's unbelievable. He's so strong, it's unbelievable. He's superhuman strength. I could probably beat him up though, but... Mike Edwards, 91. Where would you hope to find Gills finishing this season? Where realistic do you think we'll finish? Well, coming into the season, obviously with such a great season last year, hoping for a good start, and then you never know what can happen. Obviously it's been a bit of a stuttery start. We've played well in some of the games but not got the results. So obviously you just want to try and string a few wins together now and see where it takes you. But when you come up to a new league, you just got to take a game at a time. But there's plenty of worse teams in this league than us, and we'll be fine this year. James Boughton, 95. You can play lots of different positions. What do you think is your best position? Jesus, that is a tough question. I personally think it's centre midfield. I've always loved playing there. But I think a lot of the managers or boys that I've played with over the years would probably say it's centre half. A lot of people would say my best position is centre half, but I prefer centre midfield. But again, I'm lucky I can play loads of positions, so that normally means that I'll get a good chance of playing. So I'll play anywhere. Put me up front, see how I do. GFC Big Blood. Is Martin Allen a good manager, and does he play the right type of football? Or what's the right and wrong type of football? He came in last year and we won the league. So I'm pretty sure that makes it the right way of football. Yeah, he's a good manager, as he said. Our record last year was unbelievable. It's been a tough start this year, and we have to work on it as a team and the manager, and we're doing that. And as the fans know, that we'll all work as hard as we can to get the results, which I think we'll get. M-Mac GFC, Charlie, is it true you love 3 things in life? Your wife, your kids, can I swear? And a effing tackle. Well, I love me kids, and I love to tackle. I love my wife when she doesn't moan at me. yeah, I love it all. I love all three of them. Obviously, wife and kids are a massive part of your life. And I love playing football, and tackling's are just a very enjoyable part of that. Stephen Voodoo. If you score against Peterborough this season, will you celebrate at all? Yeah, of course I will. I love Peterborough. They've done so much for me, and I'm not going to go and throw it in their faces. And I've got friends there. I like the manager, the chairman. I've got a great relationship with them. But I'm a Gillingham player, and if I score a winning goal, you're going to see me celebrate. Tomo GFC, between your former boss Darren Ferguson and your current boss Martin Allen, what would you say the difference is, Charlie? Well, there is a lot of differences, but there are similarities as well. They're both managers that enjoy the fun side, try and make it fun to train, make you laugh. But they're both managers that you can't push. You have to give them the respect they deserve, because if they don't, they're going to come down on you like a ton of bricks, and they can both be very scary sometimes. Especially someone like me who can wind anyone up. I've wound up the managers a few times before accidentally, but they're both very good at that side, between the management side, making it fun and knowing where you can push them. So they're very similar in that way. Liam GFC, what's the best prank you've ever been involved in? When we was in youth team at Tottenham, one of the boys, it wasn't actually me there, but I was standing there watching. One of the boys nicked one of the boys' cars and put it at the top of a hill and drove it down. As he was letting it go, he jumped out and let it roll down the hill. So there must have been 20 of us all standing there, couldn't believe what was going on. It was going to smash straight into the bottom. What we didn't realise is one of the boys was hiding under the eye line of the thing, and when it got close to the wall, he broke. But there must have been 20 of us, including the boy's car. As it was going towards the wall, we just couldn't believe what was going to happen. But one of the other boys was hiding under and stopped it. That was brilliant, man. I'd love to try that one again. Don GFC Ballard, if you could only have one final meal, what would it be? God, that's a tough one, isn't it? My mum's roast on a Sunday probably would be that. It's like my childhood memories, and I still have it now. I won't have it this Sunday though, because we've got a game, but I might have it on Monday. Callum Ashman, dogs or cats? Dogs. I've always had dogs in my family, and I will have one as soon as my youngest. He's basically like a dog now. He poos and wheezes everywhere anyway, so once he gets a bit older and stops weeing on the floor, we'll probably get a dog to do it. So, dogs. That's it.